Okay, so Roblox just announced some news related to chat, and this could change everything. Now, I'm just gonna hit you with the cold water right off the bat and tell you that unfortunately, no, Roblox did not revert the AI age estimation update. However, they did make some statements related to the new Trusted Connections update that, in my opinion, are worth discussion. So if that's all you wanted to know, then bye-bye. But if you're curious on how Trusted Connections work and how you yourself can use them, then stick around because I'm gonna get into it. So do you remember how when they first announced the AI age verification thing, they mentioned that they were going to add a feature that would allow you to set trusted connections, which they basically just said would allow you to chat with anybody you had set as a trusted connection regardless of their age group and all that? Well, yesterday, as of recording, on February 10th, the Roblox CEO David Baszucki tweeted something related to it. Let me just read it to you.
Today, we're rolling out trusted connections in experience chat and voice chat. Age-checked users 13 and up can now chat and coordinate gameplay across age groups with people they know and trust directly inside experiences.
So he's basically just saying that they started the beta testing phase of the trusted connections thing, and at first glance this seems pretty straightforward. Like, there's not really much more to it. However, the tweet actually has a dev forum post linked to it, and this dev forum post goes more in depth into what trusted connections actually are, because at least in my case they aren't exactly what I thought they would be.
Starting today, age-checked users 13 and up will have the ability to chat with their trusted connections directly inside experiences using both text and voice chat. While these conversations remain filtered, players can now stay connected across age groups in addition to communicating with others in their own age group.
So this pretty much means that people who are age checked and in a 13 plus age group now have the ability to add trusted connections. And like I mentioned earlier, this is just going to allow people to chat freely between each other regardless of age groups. And obviously the chat's still going to be filtered and all that.
To establish a trusted connection, both users must be age checked and add each other through a live QR code scan or contact importer.
So if you have a dent in your head, what this means is that to add a trusted connection, you'll have to scan a QR code from the other person. Now, the post says add each other through a live QR code scan. And to be honest, I'm not really sure if this means you'll have to physically scan the QR code, like from your friend's phone screen or something. But I do have the help center page that they linked pulled up, and it should kind of clear the confusion up a little bit. But before that, I want to talk about something weird I noticed. So in the dev forum post that I'm reading, if you scroll down here, you could see this section where it's kind of talking about the main community concerns, with one of them being to prevent users from being placed in the incorrect age group either by buying an account or having someone else complete an age check. And they claim to have a remedy for this, which seems to just be to recheck the age if there's a quote-unquote behavior mismatch. In his own words, he says, if you've completed an age check but your behavior on Roblox is inconsistent with your current age, you will be prompted to complete an age check again. For example, this system might detect that a user who has self-reported or age checked as an adult has pattern of gameplay over time that indicates they might actually be a teen or child. And if we go back up, it says here, what behaviors are used to determine if someone needs to complete an age check? On behaviors, we mentioned a bit about this in our FAQ. We're limited on sharing the specifics because sharing the exact signals publicly can lead to workarounds. We're setting a high bar here and only requesting a recheck if there's a high likelihood that a user's age has been misrepresented. So this is really strange to me, but when they first mentioned this, I thought they just meant that they were going to do periodic age checks. Like, for example, everyone has to recheck their age once a month or something like that. But no, it seems like they actually have different plans, and now they're just saying if your behavior doesn't match with your estimated age group, then you're just going to have to do an age recheck. And they say they're not going to share the exact ways they determine if someone's behavior matches their age group. But I think I have a couple guesses of what they could be. The first of which is that they'll probably have AI estimate your age based off of the way you type. So maybe, for example, they'll see that some players don't have the biggest vocabulary, or that they use certain slang, or just type a certain way in general. And they might use that data to say, oh, this player is 6 or 7 years old, but we estimated them as 12, so they have to recheck it. And another way they might do it is to monitor the games you play. And maybe, for example, if they see you play some sort of game that's primarily played by little kids, but your age group is something like 14 or 15, then, oh, you got to do a recheck. I don't know. I think that's just probably some ways they're going to do it, but no matter how they do it, I know that it's going to involve AI. Just knowing Roblox, it is going to involve AI. So if you scroll down, there's actually another area in this little section labeled ensuring active and social experiences where enough users can communicate. Because a lot of people were complaining that, there's a lot of games that almost require chat and communication to function and be active. live. So in response to this, they announced that they're going to release new API endpoints for the text chat service. And they also mentioned global chat. So first I want to talk about the API endpoints here. Now, if you're not a Roblox developer, you probably don't understand what this even means right here. So I'm just going to try to put it in a way that's easier to understand. This basically means that Roblox game devs have a way to read the age group of every single player. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if we can trust Roblox developers with this kind of thing. Like this guy says right here, please stop enabling the ability to track minors' ages. Now, I actually don't think this will be that harmful to players, because at least when I tested it, it seems like you can't actually get the specific age group of all the players that are in your game. You just get a unique ID. Developers can use this ID to see which one match with the other players, and that's how you determine if they can chat or not. So I could actually just show you this by testing it real quick. So if I just open up the dev console real quick and just paste this code in, I just ran it on myself specifically, and you could see it only returns this weird jumbled text. So what it seems like is that each age group just gets a random ID set to them, and whatever players are in that age group, they will have that ID. Now, I'm sure there probably are some ways that you could derive the specific age groups from this, but from what it seems like, I don't think you could do it easily. And it's not like Roblox is just handing developers your age. It's more just like an encrypted version of it, just so that Roblox game developers can tell which users are in the same age group as each other using these IDs. It's just that from what I'm seeing here, I don't think we really have to worry about developers getting our ages. Okay, but right under that, they talk about adding a new kind of global chat. Now, I'm not actually sure if I'm recalling this correctly, but I'm pretty sure Roblox used to have something similar to this before. But what this says is the first version of global chat will automatically group chat activity across servers together into a new cross-server text chat channel. Users from servers within each of these groups will be able to chat across servers. So it seems like they're going to add a new way to implement a global chat into your game where all the different age groups can only communicate with each other across servers. So that's kind of cool, I guess. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that in case anybody was curious what that little global chat was talking about. But anyways, back to how you actually add trusted connections. I have the little help center page pulled up, so I'm gonna just get into this. How to add trusted connections. The methods available to you depend on your age group. So I guess if you're under the 13 age group, like there's no hope for you. But for users aged 13 to 17, if you're in this age group, you can add other age check users through 3 primary methods. One is through the contact importer on your phone. Yeah, I guess you could just add trusted connections directly through the contacts app. And the second way is live QR code scanning. Like I said earlier, I really don't know if this means you have to do it physically, because it does say right here that if you take a screenshot of the code, then they'll only be added as a regular connection. So I don't know, this is very confusing to me. And for the last and easiest method, it's basically the same as adding a friend. Both players just have to go to each other's profile and click a button to do it. And for people who are in the 18 and above age groups, you have pretty much all the same methods except for the last one. So you can't just do it directly from your friend's profile. You either have to do the QR code thing or do the contact importer one. And it says here at the bottom, if both users in a one-to-one chat are 18 plus, the conversation automatically upgrades to expressive chat, quote unquote. You do not need to be trusted connections for this specific feature upgrade. So it's really up in the air for what you can say, to be honest. I'm guessing it just means that you can swear as long as it's not in like a derogatory or like vulgar way. Okay, now that we got all that reading aside, it's time for me to yap. So to be honest, I don't know if this update is good or not. There is good parts about it, like the global chat thing and the new API endpoint they added, but I feel like they wouldn't even need to add that if the matchmaking thing they were talking about, like how they said they would try to improve matchmaking based on age groups so that you automatically get put into servers with people in similar age groups. Like if that was better, I feel like you wouldn't need this API endpoint, but it's probably good that they added it anyways just in case. But I don't know how I feel about it possibly opening up the door for developers to find your age. The global chat thing is pretty cool though, and the idea of trusted connections is pretty good, but in my opinion it seems extremely flawed because like all the posts mentioned, it's a two-way thing, just like adding friends is. So that puts us in this weird situation where if you're not in the same age group as someone else and you can't talk to them, this trusted connection thing is supposed to be like a remedy to that, to kind of better improve communication between age groups. But I can think of multiple situations where this might not work. Like, for example, if you're in the 18 and above and you want to be a trusted connection with somebody who's not, you can't just go directly to their profile and add them as a trusted connection from there. You would need some sort of way to tell them that you want to add them as a trusted connection. So it's like you would already need a way to communicate with the person just to unlock trusted connections, which is supposed to fix not being able to communicate with people. It's like you need to communicate with them to tell them that you want to communicate with them. It's stupid. Or if it is somebody who's in your age group and you've had them added for like a long time, then you probably already have some way of communicating with them outside of Roblox. So there's really not much of a reason for you to do it in the first place. Like, if you already have them on your phone context, then why would you need to add them as a trusted connection on Roblox? Like, me personally, if I'm playing Roblox with my friends, we're just in a call. We're not really typing through Roblox chat. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the most solid solution to the problem. And I just want to remind you that this is a problem Roblox caused. Like, we wouldn't even need to be taking these measures if they just improved on the platform before it had to go this far. But I don't know, bro. I think I've yapped for long enough. This recording is almost an hour long. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up there. Let me know what you guys think about this shit. Give me your thoughts and all that. And yeah, I think that's all I got.